Hey, what's up, guys? It's Impulse. I hope y'all got some water because we still staying hydrated in this beach. I have a question for y'all. When you guys think about Japanese sports car, what do you think of first? If not the WX, might be the Evo, the RX-7, and you're more than likely thinking about the Supra or Godzilla. Who the fuck is Godzilla, you say? Well, I'ma tell y'all. Godzilla is the Nissan GTR. That's who Godzilla is. Why do people call the GTR Godzilla? Well, in the 90s, Nissan was racing the GTR a lot, the R32 specifically. And not only was it racing a lot, it was winning a lot. It seemed like every single time the car would set out to race, it would win.
Like, this motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
Mostly because it would win all the fucking time. I mean, the prime example is the R32 GTR raced in the Japanese Touring Car Championship, and it entered 29 times, and it won 29 times.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
And that's basically how the GTR earned its name, Godzilla. The GTR is not just a fast modern car. It also has a rich history. The GTR started way back in 1969, so its history runs back a bit. It was first based off the PGC-10, and eventually in later versions it would get the moniker GTR. Now, the first generation of the GTR ran from 1969 to 72, so only about 3 years. And the GTR had a very fucking sick engine in it. The GTR had a detuned inline-6 from the Prince R380, which was designed to beat Porsches in Japan's Grand Prix. So it's kind of like a Ford GT, you know what I'm saying? It's designed to beat Ferrari, this one designed to beat Porsche, you know, kind of similar. And like the fucking Ford GT, this thing was a winner. By that I mean it won 49 times. So in all honesty, the name Godzilla should have been there a lot sooner than the 90s. Then we come to the second generation of the Skyline GTR. It was born in 1972, and this GTR was called the Can Marry because of a cute little commercial I'll play right here. So unfortunately, the Can Marry did not do too well, just like the first version of the GTR. And by that, I mean it only sold 197 units.
Damn.
In 1 year. I mean, still kind of lackluster to say the least. And to be fair, there was the oil crisis going on at this time, and it wasn't just the states that really got affected. They should also be able to move more than 197 GTRs. But again, the oil crisis was a real thing, and a lot of cars and manufacturers suffered because of it. So that's why I've got so many of these GTRs available. The GTR did so bad that they retired it for over a decade.
Are you serious right now, bruh?
And it was almost 2 decades when really it started becoming a lot of fun.
Fun begins.
In 1985, there was supposed to be a GTR to come out with the R31 Skyline, but they did not come out. But we did get some GTSs, which is basically like a rear-wheel drive GTR. But yeah, there was no GTRs for the R31. We jumped to the year 1989, which was 16 years since we last saw the GTR. Then the fun really starts to happen with the GTR. Like I said earlier, in this time frame is when the GTR became Godzilla.
Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
This GTR was powered by an RB26 DETT. If you guys don't know about the RB, then let me open up your world real quick. Yeah, this thing was fucking sick. It made a lot of power. It was awesome. Awesome. This motherfucking DJ Khaled, because all it fucking did is win.
Some people be like, yo, Cali, I don't see you lose weight, because I don't lose.
You know what I'm saying? All I do is win.
Now, this may not be the GTR when somebody says GTR, but this thing is fucking historic, to say the least. It set the path for future GTRs to follow for years to come. It raced in Japanese Tour Car Championship in Group A, and it raced, like I said, 29 times, and it won every single fucking time. That's so impressive, bro. Like, I can't even it just blows my mind. And it wasn't just winning in Japan, it went all over the world. It just was dominating every single race that it could be in. It's fucking stupid. This car destroyed every single car that it raced, every single track, everything. It was just destroying everything left and right, stomping on this and that. You know, this is kind of like that movie, you know, with that monster in Tokyo and it breathes lasers and this and that. You know what? Yeah, Godzilla. However, Nissan was not satisfied and it wanted more. And it wanted better. So then they went and made the R33 GTR. While the R32 GTR had one of the greatest runs in automotive racing history, they decided that they wanted to make it better. So what did they do? They came out with the R33. It looked smoother and it was more aerodynamic. So yeah, and it was a little bit longer, a little bit wider. So that improved the fucking handling and this car just gets even fucking better. Now the GTR may not have won as much as it did when it was the R32, but this thing was still fucking winning and it was getting better. Because it was longer and wider, it helped keeping it stable at high speeds. They also improved the all-wheel drive system and fixed a lot of its understeering issues that the R32 had. So yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good.
The R33 hit 7 minutes and 59 seconds on the Nürburgring, which was the first sports coupe to ever hit a sub 8 minute on a factory just build. Yeah, this motherfucker was Himothy, bro. And just like the previous generation, this one did have a lot of limited editions as well. It had so many that I'm not even going to try to list them all, but there's a couple that do mean a lot. Like the GTR LM, which only had 3 of these vehicles ever produced, making about 400 horsepower and no all-wheel drive. 2 were race cars, and the other one is a road car, but it's kind of just chilling at Nissan. So you probably never see these on the road, but they were fucking badass. There was also the 400R, which was a custom built RB, which made 400 horsepower, and this thing was fucking badass, bro. And there's only 44 of them ever fucking made, so this car is rare, bro. Then we got the cult classic, the R34 GTR.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
And now this is pretty much whenever somebody says GTR, they think about Paul Walker and his blue Skyline. And this is the one. It kept everything that made the last 2 GTRs amazing and fantastic cars and made him even better.
Cap.
By better, I mean this thing was like damn near perfect.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
These guys put so much aero into the car that they had like small little divots around the front fenders to pull out the hot air to keep the engine bay cool. That's insane. Nissan basically took everything that was good about the car and made it better. Yeah, that's basically the R34. This is why everybody fucking loves them. They're such great cars.
Yes! 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 Yes!
And this time around, they had even more fucking special editions. They had like the V-Spec, the V-Spec 2, the N. It's so much, man. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, this is the GTR that everybody talks about when they talk about GTRs. The other GTR that people think about when they hear GTR is the R35, which was born in 2007. This is when GTR was like, all right, we're just going to make our own thing. We're going to drop the Skyline name and we're just going to be GTR. This is when they said, enough with the RB. Let's move on to a new engine, which was the VR38DETT, which was a V6 twin turbocharged, and it was really fucking good. And each one of these engines is handmade, so you know it's going to be taken care of with love. You know how I said the R34 was basically like the best GTR? Well, I lied.
You calling me a liar?
I ain't calling you a truther!
This R35 GTR was so good, people said it was like driving a fucking video game. How is that a bad thing? This thing drives so good, people think they're playing a video game. What is the issue here, dog? They improved the all-wheel drive, which made it a fucking hard-hitting launching machine. Like the previous 2 models, this one did have a lot of special variants and whatever the fuck they're called. But now that it's 2023, people really want the R36 GTR. There's been so much rumors, so much talk, but Nissan still hasn't dropped any info, so we're just kind of like, Hey, bruh, hurry the fuck up. I mean, we kind of sound ungrateful when we say hurry up and drop the next GTR, but like, it's been 16 years, man. I think it's time for a new one, to be fair. Like, this is the longest generation for a GTR ever, so yeah, I think it's time, big dog. What do you guys think? Should they like just hurry up, or should you think they should just keep working on the R34? Let me know. Do you guys think we'll be seeing the R36 anytime soon? It's been great, guys. It's been fun. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.